Hello, and welcome to this session. I'm Dustin Lancey, Last Mile Delivery Product Specialist.
I'm Austin Crane, Tire Management Specialist.
And I'm Jamie Redmond, Tire Management Specialist.
Today we're here to talk about Goodyear's total mobility strategy and what that means for last mile delivery fleets. There has been a lot of exciting news in this rapidly growing segment, from the LMD vehicles and tire trends to the pain points that fleets just like you are experiencing. We'll explore different approaches to making the proper tire selections for your fleet, which can ultimately help lower your tire costs. And we'll also talk about the tire options for last mile delivery, the services you can get from your local tire dealer, and tire management solutions that can help you get the most out of your tire investment. So what does Goodyear Total Mobility really mean? There are many tire manufacturers in the marketplace today who can provide a product, but the value of working with Goodyear combines the total mobility needs to deliver efficient tire programs. Every fleet wants the same critical things: to maximize time spent on the road, reduce tire and maintenance costs, and extend the life of their tires. A total mobility approach for your last mile fleet brings Goodyear's combination of trusted products, premier service network, and complete tire management to help your fleet deliver from the first to the last mile. Last mile delivery fleets want tires with good start-stop traction, long mileage, enhanced sidewall curb scrub resistance, repairability, and fuel economy. Goodyear offers a full range of tires and retreads with proven technologies, tread designs, and compounds to help fleets deliver.
Consistent service and reliable delivery are important attributes fleets want from their tire provider. With an automotive network of more than 2,900 locations and a commercial network of more than 2,300 locations nationwide, there's likely to be a Goodyear dealer close to you. These local tire professionals can also provide assistance and recommendations for the right tire selection and maintenance practice to help keep your fleet on the road.
All fleets, including those in the last mile delivery segment, want to maximize their tire investment. Goodyear can assist in monitoring tire performance and providing predictive analytics so you can make smart tire replacement decisions. Goodyear offers unparalleled and proprietary programs and tools to help you optimize tire assets and ROI for your fleet. With Goodyear Total Mobility, fleets can leave tire management to us at every stage of their life cycle so they can focus on the core of their business.
Let's take a look at the big picture of last mile delivery. There are some pretty astounding numbers. The demand for last mile deliveries has seen an upward trend since consumers have shifted purchasing behaviors from in-store to e-commerce online sales. No surprise here, but since COVID-19, both consumers and businesses purchase more goods online than ever before. As some of these online streaming and home exercise equipment fads have since normalized, services like grocery delivery, a growing LMD service, provide a convenience that customers continue to enjoy. These statistics help put it in perspective. Car park data that is commonly used to report on vehicle registrations shows that while projections across all passenger vehicles through 2026 show a very modest 1% increase, projections for cargo vans, which are commonly used in LMD, show a staggering 10% increase. And in the commercial category, the replacement tire industry is only projecting growth of less than 1%. However, in the last mile delivery segment, tire replacement is projected to grow at 16% over the next 5 years. It may or may not shock you to know that last mile delivery costs can account for as much as 53% of the total cost of shipping. This rapidly growing segment is also very complex, creating unique challenges for fleets trying to make the best decisions around tire selection and management. When it comes to vehicles and tires, both light-duty commercial vehicles, or LCV, and medium-duty commercial vehicles, or MCV, are used extensively in last mile delivery applications. LCVs are primarily in the class 1 to 3 range and have a vehicle weight of 6,000 to 14,000 pounds. They run on 14 to 20-inch rim diameter light truck, or LT, C-type, and Unisteel light truck tires, or ULTs. There are passenger and light truck, fabric, and steel construction tires, and commercial steel construction tires, which are retreadable tires available for LCVs. We'll dive into this topic a little later as a huge opportunity for cost savings among last mile delivery fleets. MCVs are in classes 4 to 6 with vehicle weights of 14,000 to 20,000 pounds, and they run on 17.5 to 19.5 inch commercial truck ULT tires. All of these commercial ULT tires are retreadable. As mentioned, we'll get into more detail on retreading later, but in addition to cost savings, retreading can be directly tied to sustainability efforts. Sustainability is a growing trend in trucking, including the last mile delivery segment, as transportation industry is a leading contributor to CO2 emissions. Larger fleets are more likely to have corporate sustainability policies and targets that are impacting their decisions and operations. Smaller fleets and contractors may not have requirements yet, but government agencies are driving state regulations towards reducing emissions, and those could be coming soon. Vehicles can play an important role in sustainability, and the last mile delivery segment is leading the industry with new and innovative electric vehicles driven by the countless OEMs specializing in EV platforms. In fact, according to IHS market data, of the 10% last mile delivery van car park previously referenced, 40% are expected to be electric vehicles by 2026, versus less than 10% today. EVs are perfect for LMD because of predetermined routes, vehicles returning to the base each night for charging, and meet the 150 to 200 mile range capabilities of battery life available today. EV OEMs are asking tire manufacturers for more low rolling resistance tires to help extend EV range and for increased load carrying capacity to help carry the extra weight of the EV batteries. To address these changes required, Goodyear is developing new tires and technologies for this emerging and evolving category. The Electric Drive Ready badge was created to indicate that a Goodyear tire is equipped for the various performance needs of electric vehicles, such as lower rolling resistance, enhanced tread wear, and higher load carrying capacities. Tires for electric vehicles and low rolling resistance tires can play an important role in meeting sustainability goals. But Goodyear is not stopping there. Soybean oil is becoming a viable replacement for petroleum-based materials in the manufacturing process for passenger, light truck, and commercial tires. And, as mentioned, retreading of commercial tires has long been recognized as a way to extend casing life, reduce petroleum use in manufacturing of new tires, and to reduce waste going to landfills. Sustainability will continue or have an impact on decisions and operations for everyone involved in the trucking industry. Now, let's take a look at the fleet mindsets and approaches to making tire decisions. This chart shows examples of the types of companies and fleets in the last mile segment. Last mile delivery includes several fleet segments: large fleets with more than 100 vehicles, long-term leasing companies and fleet maintenance companies, small fleets and contractors with fewer than 100 vehicles, and short-term leasing or rental companies. Goodyear understands that different fleets have different needs. For example, a 500 vehicle fleet may require different operations and maintenance mindsets than a fleet with only 25 vehicles. Within last mile delivery, there are commonly two schools of thought driving tire purchases: acquisition cost and total cost of ownership. Now, let's dig a little deeper into different approaches to managing a fleet's tire program. We know there are many nuances, and these are simply examples to illustrate the differences. First is the acquisition cost mindset, or less formally said, how much are those tires going to cost for me? Fleet managers who are concerned with acquisition cost express a now mentality. That is, they need tires now with the budget they have now. These fleets tend to be smaller and have a lot of responsibility, which causes them to attack pain points day to day. The acquisition cost focused fleet is typically more concerned about having a variety of product options based on cost and performance. These fleets should look at a trusted dealer with excellent product availability that can provide the correct tire recommendations. So how about a fleet focused on total cost of ownership? These fleet managers reflect a long-term approach since they have the ability to see tires as an investment, with a premium tire being an asset. Some of the most important decisions a fleet manager can make are tire purchases for their large fleet. Typically, larger fleets benefit with this mindset because as they buy tires across multiple vehicle types from class 3 to 8 in their fleet, they will see lower tire costs over time thanks to the retreadability of commercial tires. Now that you understand a little bit more about what's going on in last mile delivery category and different mindsets, let's look at how these can impact your tire buying decisions. Goodyear is one of the best known tire brands in the industry, offering innovative products for every fleet application. Our tires for last mile delivery feature innovative technologies, compounds, and designs, making it easy to find the right solution for your fleet. These trusted products make up one of the core pillars of how Goodyear can help fleets achieve total mobility. Goodyear offers a range of tire options to meet the needs of customers in the last mile sector. Let's look at the types of tires available in this category. First are both LT or light truck and C-type tires, which are reinforced to carry a heavier load than a typical passenger car tire. These are used due to the higher load carrying capacities of many of the popular cargo vans dominating LMD. The C-type tire is designed for certain cargo vans with a higher load rating for a given size than many LT tires. An example of the most popular C-type tire size is 235/65 R16C. These tires are typically less expensive than commercial Unisteel light truck tires of a comparable size. However, they do have limitations as they are not retreadable. Commercial ULT tires feature a robust, durable, all-steel, retreadable casing in 16 to 19.5 inch rim diameters for both LCV and MCV vehicles. Now, let's take a look at specific vehicle and tire needs and the Goodyear options available for you. We'll look at these options through an acquisition cost and total cost of ownership lens. We've already covered the types of vehicles, including light commercial and medium commercial. Some of the vehicle and tire trends we've discussed that span all vehicles in this category include growth in electric vehicles with different tire sizes, low rolling resistance to extend EV range, increased load ratings to carry the extra weight of EV batteries, improved tire tread wear to offset the added weight and torque. From a tire performance standpoint, many of the needs are the same across vehicle type and mindset. All fleets are looking for all-season traction, long mileage and tread wear, load capacity, and even fuel or range efficiency. But here's where tire needs start to differ based on how you manage your fleet. If you're focusing on acquisition cost, you're really looking for that balance of cost and performance. You're going to pay a little less per tire, but you need to recognize that premium performance pays and saves. If you're approaching your tire purchases from a total cost of ownership standpoint, you're looking for long miles to removal, durability, repairability, long casing life, and retreadability. You're willing to pay a little more for that initial tire purchase, and you're banking on the fact that a heavier duty tire will last longer and subsequent retreads will ultimately mean less money out of your pocket. For light commercial vehicles, you're looking at 14 to 20 inch rim sizes, and you're likely looking at LT C-type non-retreadable tires. However, in the 16 inch size, you do have some retreadable ULT commercial grade tire options to consider. For medium duty vehicles, your options fall squarely in the ULT category for rim sizes of 17.5 to 19.5 inches. In that light commercial vehicle and acquisition cost focus area, You have 3 non-retreadable tire options from Goodyear for last mile delivery. The Wrangler Fortitude HT, both LT and C-type, the Workhorse HT, both LT and C-type, and the Wrangler All-Terrain Adventure with Kevlar in popular sizes. If you want to adopt a total cost of ownership mindset in the light commercial category, you do have 2 heavier duty options. The Endurance RSA ULT and the Endurance RSD ULT are both retreadable commercial tire options. The Endurance RSA Unicircle retread is also available to use on these casings once the original tread life is exhausted. If your fleet has medium commercial vehicles, you can purchase less expensive commercial ULTs or invest in a premium Goodyear product with excellent retreadability for the total cost of ownership focus. In Goodyear's premium line of endurance tires, the RSA is a regional all-position tire available in 16, 17.5, and 19.5 inch sizes. The regional drive tire is available in the 16-inch size. Goodyear's endurance tires are tough enough to take on the demands of last mile delivery while still delivering long mileage and tread wear. Among 19.5 inch sizes, your options range from premium Fuel Max all-position and drive tires to solid performing G647 and G622 lines, Cooper Work Series ASA and ASD, as well as Kelly Armor Steel options available at a lower price point. We've talked about retreading, and just to recap, LT and C-type tires are not retreadable. There are some retread options for light commercial vehicles in the 16-inch size, but they are often not considered despite the long-term benefits. For medium commercial vehicles, there are multiple retread options available in Goodyear's premium Unicircle line as well as traditional Precure options. Retreading advantages include extending the life cycle of your tires, lowering your cost per mile, and getting those close to new tire performance at a lower cost. And as we mentioned earlier, sustainability is a growing topic and concern for fleets. Tire choice can impact a fleet's sustainability. 2 examples include the fact that Goodyear is substituting a portion of soybean oil for petroleum-based materials in select products. Our technology teams continue to look for new and innovative materials and tire designs across the entire product line. And more retreads means fewer worn tire casings to landfills and less petroleum used in manufacturing due to the reusable tire casing. But as mentioned before, it's about total mobility, and the tire selection is only the first pillar to saving money for your LMD fleet.
Thanks, Dustin. As you can see, the types of vehicles in your fleet and the tire choices you make can have a big impact on how you need to service and manage them. Service is the second pillar in our customized total mobility solutions, and Goodyear's premier network of dealers has the power to support last-mile fleets. With a robust collection of both automotive and commercial locations, Goodyear is close by no matter where you are. Every Goodyear dealer has trusted tire advisors who adhere to consistent service standards no matter which location your last-mile fleet visits. Goodyear has 2,900 retail outlets that sell and service LT and C-type tires. In our network of more than 2,300 commercial outlets, which includes company-owned Goodyear Commercial Tire and Service Centers, as well as independent dealers, offers coast-to-coast coverage and reliable roadside service to help keep your vehicles moving. Goodyear's dealer network offers services that can include tire service, retreads, repairs, oil changes, alignments, tire fills, site audits, tire monitoring, and more. Our network is made up of local dealers that includes both independently owned and Goodyear-owned outlets. All of these locations can become your trusted advisor on the products and services they provide. Mobile tire maintenance and installation options are growing in both automotive and commercial networks in select markets as well. And once again, if you're using commercial ULT products, Goodyear offers a 24/7 service coordination program from coast to coast through Fleet HQ. We'll cover some more topics around proactive and preventative service in a few minutes as they relate to the third pillar of the Goodyear Total Mobility Solution for Last Mile Fleets, Complete Tire Management. Austin and I specialize in helping fleets implement effective tire management programs, and we're excited to share the services and solutions available to you. Tires are a major operating cost for any fleet, surpassed only by labor and fuel in most operations. While the need to control tire costs is clear, the practice of effective tire management can be challenging. Resources and labor devoted to proper tire management not only impacts costs, but also diverts a fleet manager's focus away from primary operational responsibilities. Any fleet manager will know that finding the energy and expertise required to build and maintain an optimal tire management program requires using a significant amount of dollars and time. Here are some important tire maintenance facts to consider. Tire pressure is often the root of most tire maintenance issues. According to a study the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Association conducted on breakdowns, they found that just over half of breakdowns occurring on the road were tire-related. Out of those tire-related breakdowns, 85% were because of improper air pressure maintenance that ultimately led to a failure of the tire. Additionally, the Technology Maintenance Council has also shared information around the impact of underinflation on tires. They found that consistent underinflation of up to 20% below the recommended level can increase the rate of tread wear by 25% and can reduce the life of a tire by 30%. They also noted that fuel efficiency can be affected as well. In fact, underinflation by as little as 10 psi below the recommendation was shown to reduce fuel economy by about 1%. 1% might sound insignificant at first, but over time and across many vehicles, these types of impacts can really add up, which is why having a tire management program in place can help fleets manage and reduce these costs. We'll talk about Goodyear tire management tools that can help with this process in just a minute, but in the short term, there are steps anyone can take to help maximize their tire investment. First is to monitor air pressure on a regular basis. Whether that's doing fleet surveys or having your drivers regularly check the vehicle's tire pressure, running tires at their optimal tire pressure can enhance fuel efficiency and tread life benefits and can reduce the chance of a costly breakdown. Next, visually inspect tires and measure tread depth once per week. Look at how the tire is wearing and if it's wearing evenly. Look for any chunks or gashes in the sidewall. Spotting and properly addressing these issues will help reduce the risk of tire failures and costly roadside breakdowns. Another important step is to analyze information to help optimize fuel economy, tread wear, and traction. Fleets should not just collect information about the health of the tires on their vehicles, but they should also track fuel and mileage over time to help determine which tire is best for their application and performance needs. And finally, find a trusted advisor. Your local Goodyear dealer and advisor should be able to answer a fleet manager's questions about the products and services that make sense for a given application, on how to monitor tires, retreading, and more. Most last-mile delivery fleet managers are not tire experts. Fleets should find that trusted advisor who can educate them and help them get the most out of their tire investments.
Now, if you're focused on managing your total cost of ownership and running ULT tires, Goodyear offers a more comprehensive and proprietary tire management program that can be tailored to your fleet's needs. At Goodyear, we define tire management across 3 key elements: monitoring, insights, and service. A good tire management program needs to start with tire monitoring. While it's easy to identify monitoring as the key to staying ahead of tire problems, it's a complex undertaking to implement in practice. Trucks are expensive assets that need to be maximized for time spent on the road and have their time spent on the terminal or yard minimized, or worst of all, on the side of the road. Unfortunately, time and manpower to visually inspect tires can be hard to come by. That's why Goodyear offers tire monitoring solutions that help you to stay ahead of the game, with digital inspections, automated inspections, and active monitoring, all that help keep downtime to a minimum. Next are insights. It's where we take the mountains of data captured through monitoring and condense it down to actionable results that fleets can use to help make decisions for their tire program. You can use your own fleet data to help inform these decisions. All of the data from monitoring is useless unless it can be translated down into actionable data. Goodyear monitoring systems transmit collected data through a proprietary Goodyear Mobility Cloud based on unique fleet specifications. This data can be quickly analyzed to provide alerts, reports, and insights that allow you to proactively manage critical situations and to bolster your fleet operations. And finally, we come to service. Service is all about addressing the actionable opportunities that are identified by the different monitoring technologies and the insights that they provide. Count on Goodyear's premier service network for preventative, scheduled, or emergency maintenance as needed. The insights obtained from collected data can help a fleet direct its efforts to intelligently manage tires and labor. As Jamie mentioned, when a fleet leverages the Goodyear Commercial Tire Network, they have access to industry-leading 24/7 roadside assistance and an easy way to navigate to the over 2,300 Goodyear Commercial Tire and Service Network locations in North America. Additionally, the network can support service coordination through Goodyear Fleet HQ, which can include emergency and scheduled services, live tracking of service calls, and scheduling of delivery for new tires and retreads. Simply put, tire management is about getting your important information about your tires so you can react to potential issues in a proactive way. Whenever you're looking to implement a tire management program, one of the best places to start is by conducting regular tire inspections, which brings us to our first monitoring product we want to discuss today, Goodyear Tire Optics. Goodyear Tire Optics is a digital inspection toolset that helps to make the tire inspection process more efficient and accurate. This is done by using a mobile app and a handheld Bluetooth tread depth and pressure gauge.
For many years, service providers and fleets had been inspecting tires using clipboards, paper, pens, and pressure and tread gauges. Often, conducting inspections this way required multiple people to be involved in the inspection. One typically got the measurements, while the other wrote the information down, tire by tire. Once the inspection was complete, there'd be a stack of paper with handwritten, hard-to-read information that just got handed over to the fleet manager to be filed away at the end of the day. Or, if the data was keyed into a database later on, it could sometimes take several days before the inspection results were available for the fleet to review. As you can imagine, this process wasn't very efficient or effective, which is why we introduced a new method, not only for conducting the actual tire inspection, but also for sharing and analyzing the results. The Tire Optics toolset and mobile app allows for more efficient and accurate capture of tire inspection data, with the ability for fleets to see the results instantly so they can react to any potential issues in real time. This toolset can be used in fleets' garages, or as inspections are done on vehicles entering fleet yards, and can even be used to do larger inspections of several vehicles that are parked and waiting to get back on the road. Another advantage of Tire Optics is that over time, with regular inspections, our insights help to provide real-world product performance information. And since this is real-world data, we're able to help you understand which tires perform best within your fleet. Seeing insights like cost per mile, miles per 32nd, projected miles to removal, and more gives valuable information to help fleets make more informed purchasing and maintenance decisions. With Tire Optics, we inspect about 2 million tires a year across North America. It's even being used globally in fleets in several countries. Like Austin mentioned earlier, when looking to build a tire management program, digital inspections with Tire Optics is a great place to start. As a quick summary, some of the benefits of Goodyear Tire Optics include more efficient and accurate inspections, increased fuel efficiency, improved tread and tire life, reduced breakdowns, reduced labor costs, and can help ensure DOT compliance. The Tire Optics toolset can capture standard tire identifications and measurements that you see listed here, but also have the ability to capture pictures, document scrap analysis information, trailer readiness or DOT compliance, and can even build a work list of items and resolutions discovered during the inspection process. Tire Optics provides instant actionable reporting, product performance analytics, and cost per mile and miles to removal data.
So now let's move on to our active monitoring solution, Goodyear TPMS Plus. TPMS stands for Tire Pressure Monitoring System. With Goodyear TPMS Plus, this solution uses sensors installed on the wheel or screwed onto the valve stem. These sensors transmit information back to the fleet through a telematics box that's installed on the vehicle. The information provided back to the fleets comes in a few different forms. Fleets can access a web-based portal to access all information, or they can also receive real-time alerts for identified temperature or pressure issues. We can also provide daily push reports to help fleet maintenance managers to quickly identify vehicles that need attention. One of the major differences from other TPMS products out there is how we analyze the data. Goodyear uses proprietary algorithms which can identify potential leaks before a tire reaches a certain underinflation threshold. So fleets can be proactive about resolving potential issues before they become a more costly major issue. So to summarize, Goodyear TPMS Plus helps provide increased tread and tire life, reduce breakdowns, increase fuel efficiency, and allows for targeted labor to reduce labor costs. It captures tire pressure, GPS location, and the ambient temperature around the sensor. Some of the key features of TPMS Plus are real-time monitoring, customized alerts and reporting, custom geofence technology, and predictive tire pressure analytics. TPMS Plus is an active monitoring tool. Now let's talk about our next product that helps take labor out of the tire inspection process, Goodyear Checkpoint. Goodyear Checkpoint is an automated inspection system typically placed at the entrance of fleet facilities. It captures pressure, tread depth, and in certain applications, load as vehicles drive over it. Checkpoint has shown a 90% reduction in the time it takes to inspect tire tread depth and pressure, helping to identify potential tire issues when the vehicle enters the truck yard, which can lead to reduced breakdowns, better fuel efficiency, and longer tire life. As an example of this efficiency, across just 3 systems placed in one customer's yards in the first year, more than 2 million tires were inspected without a single person needing to manually check tires, tread, or pressure. There are actually a few different versions of the system. We have the original in-ground version and a new above-ground surface-mounted version, and a system that's also applicable for passenger vehicle-only type fleets. All these systems work in a similar fashion. There's no need to put any sensors on the vehicle or in the tires. As the vehicle drives over, it's identified using either license plate recognition or RFID. The pressure plate measures the load of the vehicle and looks at the footprint of the tire. Using those inputs, it's able to calculate the pressure of a tire. At the same time, there's an optical system which uses a combination of lasers and cameras to scan the tread face and identify the lowest tread depth point on the inspected area of the tire. The in-ground version can also use the information from the pressure plate to show load distribution across tire positions. Once we have all of the information, it's analyzed and can be sent back to the fleet with email alerts, displayed on dashboards and our online portal, or provided directly to the fleets in their own maintenance systems. The insights from Checkpoint help fleets to efficiently direct their labor and spend more time addressing tires with serviceable conditions. And unlike standard inspection programs that may be done less frequently, fleets are able to get these insights every single time a vehicle drives over it. Goodyear Checkpoint is ideal for mid to high volume yards, as this solution enables large quantities of vehicles to be inspected without labor and offers frequently updated snapshots of tire health. Once again, to recap the benefits of Checkpoint. No hardware or sensors needed on vehicles, reduced labor costs, longer tread and tire life, enhanced fuel efficiency, and reduced breakdowns. Checkpoint captures vehicle ID, automated tread depth, and automated tire pressure. And finally, Checkpoint provides large-scale automated inspection and actionable alerts and reporting. A great thing about all the tire management solutions that we've discussed today is that all the data and insights can be integrated directly with fleet maintenance systems, and Goodyear is constantly innovating and evolving these solutions to continue to meet the fleet needs. One of the most important parts of tire management process is how you react to the data. We've monitored the tires to get the information, we've analyzed this information to generate actionable insights. The next step is taking action. That's where service activation truly comes in. Whether it's using your own technicians to service tire issues that are identified, leveraging your local Goodyear supply point, or relying on Goodyear Fleet HQ to help coordinate service to keep your vehicles up and running. Let's take a minute to talk about Fleet HQ and the options available to keep your vehicles on the road.
I actually started my career at Goodyear as a dispatcher at Fleet HQ. I still work very closely with the team behind this powerful platform and would love to take a few minutes to share it with you. Fleet HQ is a 24/7 service coordination platform that offers a single point of contact for fleets to request tire service and tire orders. We've been operating for about 15 years now and have completed over 3 million total events. That's over 3 million vehicles we've been able to get back up and rolling. A lot of times when people hear about Fleet HQ, they associate it with making a phone call. But I want to cover a few different options fleets have for requesting service. A phone call is always an option, but you can also use an online portal called Fleet Central, which we'll be talking a little bit more about soon, and we even have a driver-dedicated mobile app called Fleet HQ to Go. When you use Fleet Central or Fleet HQ to Go to request service, not only do you avoid having to make a phone call, but you're also able to receive text or email notifications throughout the entire event to make sure you're in the loop and can see the progress that's being made. In addition to these available options, we also have a specialized integrations team that can work with your fleet maintenance software to create a custom, seamless request and update process. Another great advantage of Fleet HQ is our commercial dealer network. With over 2,300 servicing locations across North America, we hold our dealers to a very high standard. One of those being that our dealers must use the supporting technology that's been proven to make the service execution process more efficient. For example, our dealers must use a mobile app called SmartTech that guides them through the service process. Through this app, they record their progress, which is then made visible to the fleet. And as a part of this, the dealers are also required to take pictures of certain elements of the breakdown, called tire pics, which is fully integrated into the app, giving the fleet a full view of what's happening without having to be on site. Many fleets assume Fleet HQ is only for emergency events, but you can also coordinate scheduled or preventative service that isn't an emergency, and you can even request tire deliveries from your local Goodyear supply points, all through Fleet HQ.
A big benefit in using Fleet HQ is to not only have a single point of contact for requesting service, but also a centralized place for insights into the different interactions and events, whether they are past, present, or even future scheduled events. So now let's talk a little bit more about where it all comes together, Fleet Central. Fleet Central is an online portal available through GoodyearTruckTires.com that provides a single centralized place for fleets to get the information they need based on their interactions with Goodyear. This can include service, retreading, purchases and invoice, as well as all the tire inspection data we've already discussed. Fleet Central ties it all together, giving fleets the actionable information they need. As we mentioned earlier, this is also where fleets go to request new service or tire orders through Fleet HQ. We even offer a live event dashboard that shows your Fleet HQ events in real time, along with the progress of those events in a cohesive view that makes it very easy for fleets to see and manage. Now that we've shared Goodyear's many tire management tools and service capabilities, we hope it's clear how these solutions, along with our trusted products, deliver total mobility, allowing last-mile fleets to focus on their core business, delivering the goods.
Thanks to Austin and Jamie for joining me to share this exciting information today. Last-mile delivery is a category that is growing and evolving at a rapid pace. We showed two common schools of thought around tire programs, but we understand that every fleet is unique. And Goodyear's total mobility offering of trusted products, a premier service network, and complete tire management solutions can be customized to your fleet's needs. It's all designed to keep fleets like yours up and running efficiently. If you're interested in finding out how Goodyear can support your fleet's unique tire program needs, please visit GoodyearTruckTires.com and complete a fleet consultation form or call 866-503-0510 to learn more or speak to a Goodyear sales representative. Thank you for taking the time to attend today's session. We're here if you have any questions or want to learn more. Now, let's get started with our live Q&A.